I got a classic one for you, and this is something new we're doing, and we're going to do it once a month, where we're going to pick 3 or 4 random people, superstars who have passed on, and what we want to do is tribute them the best way possible. A lot of guys will, usually put up a little tribute video to them, which is fine and all, but the way we want to remember our favorite wrestlers is in action. So what we thought we'd do is take a few of these guys, starting with Harley Race, and relive some of these classic battles. And this is a Falls Count Anywhere match with old rival Hacksaw Jim Duggan. If you guys all remember that street fight, that was improv fight at the very first Slammy Awards, I think as a kid watching that was probably one of the most amusing and most captivating fights I've ever seen in my life. It was just wonderfully shot, wonderfully done, and as of right now, Jim Duggan having problems with the King Harley Race. And the King putting the boots to Duggan, and there's a modified camel clutch. Jim Duggan gets out of that pretty easily. And a right hand by the Harley Race. A lot of people don't know Harley Race. Oh, they should know that Harley Race is one of the toughest guys, both in and out of the ring. If you're going to ask about wrestlers who were tough in and out of the ring, Harley Race would be one of those guys. A lot of people would assume would often tribute with being a legitimate tough guy. I had the fortune of meeting the great Harley Race years ago to offer my thanks to him for paving the way for wrestlers like myself and other people. But more selfishly for myself, because I feel that I can't say someone how someone else would feel, or why I can't really thank for other people. I thank for myself, because I myself have the respect for these guys who have paved the way for people like myself and other people for generations to come. And there's a nice moves by Harley Race, patented. All are those are all, as Michael Cole would say, vintage Harley Race. The headbutts, the knee drops, these are all things that Harley Race was known for. Not to mention being tough as nails. A lot of people don't remember, but way back in the day, before he was the King, he was handsome Harley Race. And he has also been tough as nails, having several rivalries, and this is the first of many, folks. We're going to have 3 of his tops right now, which is awesome. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match, and Harley Race did the most respectful thing possible and ended it in the ring with that patented pile driver. You see the headbutts by Harley Race. And the pin there, that wasn't successful, but in the end, it was that pile driver that made the King very popular and very good at it. Harley Race was in the business for many, many years, folks. And he gave his all to the wrestling business. Even when he wasn't in the ring, he was always helping other superstars. He would talk to other superstars who were growing in the business. He would answer questions. I know for myself, he told me that Jazz Fitness is probably one of the loudest mouths he's ever heard in his life. And he told me to never lose my fire.
Here is your winner, the King, Harley Race.
And Harley Race wins it here. And long live the King, and rest in peace, Harley Race. But we got still more to come before we start going off and wishing adieu. Let's go match number 2, which what we're going to do is, classic match. Then we're going to do a dream match, if you would. That's what we do. And then we're going to end it with one of the most classic rivalries ever. And I think you guys who know Harley Race's history know what that is. All right, so stick around. More action coming your way.